Hey, good Friday evening to everyone. How are you? It is good to see you, and it is good to be seen by you. And me, being the person, being glad to do the seeing and to be seen, is Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver. How are you? How are you all this evening? I am doing just wonderfully, and I'm glad you're all here, most of you. But anyway, so welcome to the show. We have a lot of fun in store for you guys this evening. I hope you will definitely consider hanging out with us because we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna try and have some fun. You know, I can't guarantee anything. It ain't perfect, but yeah, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna relax. We're gonna do some stuff this evening. If this is your first time stopping by and you're wondering what it is I do 5 nights a week, well, this we talk about classic tabletop RPGs. It's a variety show. We talk about a variety of stuff, but a lot of times we get together and we play classic tabletop RPGs for your education and for your entertainment. That's right. So if you're watching us play and it's a game you've never played, it's a game you used to play and haven't in a long time, it's a game you plan to play, and you've got a question, feel free to ask me. And if I don't answer it in the live chat, somebody in the chat may answer your question, or one of the other players can answer your question, because I have the smartest, not just the smartest, but the best looking audience of all of the 5 night-a-week classic tabletop RPG live streams that happen on YouTube. I have the best looking and the smartest audience. So if you come in and you've got a question, you're like, hey, what, this seems mighty familiar, this seems mighty unfamiliar, you ask, and I will do everything I can, all within my power, to answer your question. One question I can't answer is why my internet connection is so jank this evening. You guys will just have to bear with me. That's just something that's out of my control. But hopefully it'll settle down and it'll stabilize. But anyway, we do this on Friday evenings. Monday evenings, this is kind of an open forum. Tuesday evenings, much as we do Gamma World on Fridays, Tuesday evenings we do first edition AD&D. And then on Wednesday, if Kyle can tear himself away from his family duties, which is frequently, most of the time, then he runs some D&D. Thursday is kind of our open night. It's when I like to bring in guests, or like last night. Last night I just kind of put my feet up and we talked about stuff and things. What edition is my game? Richard P. Stone over on the Twitters asks, what edition is my game based on? We are playing first edition Gamma World tonight, Richard. And that's the kind of question, guys, that you can feel free to ask. You can reach out and you can ask a question. You can say, hey, what edition is this? What are you guys doing? And we'll just we'll do everything we can to answer your question. So feel free to ask those questions. Finn Fish, hello, good to see you. An appropriately named person, given the nature of our aquatic adventure tonight. But we shall see how that will work out. There's part of my problem. But anyway, so yeah, that's just how things go around here. And then of course Friday nights we do Gamma World. Now tomorrow, believe it or not, tomorrow I will be streaming again right around 3:30. Depends on when that old Alabama whiskey game ends. Myself, Dungeon Minister, and Yang Yan Zhao, who is usually here. He's cheating on me. I know he is. He said he was. Yang is on another live stream, but myself, the Dungeon Minister, and Yang Yan Zhao will be bringing you another fine episode of the Nerd Council of Doom, the NCOD. That's right. We will be there. I hope you will be there, and we are going to hold forth on matters of great pop culture import, where we don't just talk about tabletop role-playing games. It's movies, it's video games, it's TV shows, it's all the pop culture news you can use and abuse, and by which be amused. So NCOD 3:30-ish tomorrow. Tune in and watch us, won't you? Because we're gonna hold forth on quite a few matters of import, and you don't want to miss it. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hey, Michael Dale, thank you for the super. That is a very specific amount, but I like that. Kyle says you shouldn't throw money at 1E stream masters. What do we think of this nonsense? I don't know. Or he says, Kyle says, yeah, I don't know. It's up to you. Yeah, it's kind of down to which Kyle, but exactly $12 on the 13th. Hello, Kabuki. Good to see you, my dear. But again, I thank you very much for the super. Supers are super, and they keep the show going. Kyle, I don't know what context he meant this in. We have Dying Breed Tabletop Kyle out in the audience right now, who is the co-host of the Nerd Cognito Speakeasy, which is over on Rumble, by the way. You guys need to go over to Rumble and look up Nerd Cognito. Check them out. They've got the Speakeasy. It's happening at 5 o'clock tomorrow across many platforms, not YouTube, but it is worth your time. Go check it out and watch it and enjoy it. It's what I want to be when I grow up. Yeah, go watch the Speakeasy tomorrow. And then my co-host, my Australian co-host, Kyle. So I don't know which one Michael is referring to there. Michael! That's for you Office fans. That is for you Office fans. But anyway, so there was something I was gonna mention something else. I'm not really 100% sure what it was. Must not have been that important. So let me just let me welcome some folks here before I bring in the other folks here, because we've got Dying Breed Tabletop. Again, he's half that dynamic duo over there at Nerd Cognito. We have Michael Dale, Kabuki Kid. Hello to you, Shinchara. Greetings, Wave of Mutilation. We have, who else do we have out there? Gonzalo Lira's Bar Tab is here. Jorge Uribe, good to see you, Jorge. ¿Cómo estás? Michael Dale, of course, again with that wonderful $12 super. I thank you so much. Let's see who else is hanging around out there. Finn Fish before, and of course, over on the Twitters, of course, we had, who was that? Richard P. Stone asking the important questions. Damien X247, time to blast out man-made horrors beyond our comprehension. Sounds like someone had Taco Bell for dinner. And I think that just about finished. TB Flowers, which hopefully doesn't stand for tuberculosis. So yeah, we've got us a pretty good audience tonight. And again, I apologize for the internet connection not wanting to settle down. 500 gigs, guys, 500 gigs. And I pay through the nose for it. And this thing barely clocks in over 90. All right. So with that said, let me don my headphones. And one thing I am going to mention, we're probably going to go a little short tonight because, as I said, Yang couldn't make it. So I don't want to get too ahead. Friday night is fairly chill when it comes to our Game of World session. So we'll see how things develop. So let me, first of all, make sure that I'm not parked on my headphone cord and put these on. And welcome in my awesome crew of gamers and Kanek. I'm teasing. It's a joke. Everybody say hello to Kevin as Bennett Davis. How you doing, sir? Good evening to you.
Yeah, good to go.
All right.
Showed up. Remembered. Didn't have to have an alarm or my phone or somebody come in and tap me on the shoulder.
It's just that good. It's just that good.
Exactly.
My game is just that damn good. All right. So the next guy, of course, you know him, you love him. He is also on our Tuesday night AD&D game as Dirk Donegard, but tonight he is definitely here, but he's only probably sane. Everybody put your hands together for Doomsword Deathmaster.
What's up?
You, man. You. And of course, it may be Friday, but she's Monday. Everybody, welcome Kanek. Hello, good evening to you.
Hey, peeps.
All right. So, boys and girls, are we ready to get radiated? Last week, the adventuring group were poking around some kind of underwater, I shan't call it undersea, you're not that many meters down, some kind of underwater wreck in a large body of water near the android staffed Samurai research base. You are currently equipped with your diving suits. Your submarine is holding position nearby, and you have been picking through this wreck, finding a few odds and ends. Perhaps the most interesting is an entire bubble car packed away in the hold of this vessel, and a flit car likewise, along with a few other various and sundry odds and ends. What do you wish to do, O seekers of the post-apocalypse wasteland?
Right. So last I remember, we ended on a cliffhanger, didn't we? There was some beast outside or something like that.
Oh, you saw a large shadow outside the window.
Right. Well, what the hell was that?
You got me, but it certainly isn't anything good.
All right, so what's the plan? What are we going to do? I ain't liking the feeling of this.
What do we always do?
Well, we kill everything. I mean...
That's the plan. So how do we make that happen?
Well, I mean, I can start right here with this spear gun, but it might not turn out too good for you. How you plan on getting this stuff out of here? Because I ain't got no plan on that.
Well, there's got to be a way to get it out, because there was a way that it got in here in the first place, but we have to deal with whatever's out there first before we can do that. I'm just saying,
Well, yeah, I mean, we seen a shadow.
I think if we ignore it, it'll just go away. We should just look for buttons and ways to open the hatches and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, much as I like hanging out with you, it's kind of boring in here.
Yeah, let's keep it outside so we don't have to deal with two fronts. I mean, I'm sure Karen is not happy with this whole situation either, so
Right, so we
So-
just stay inside forever.
No.
Last I checked, we had like a day of oxygen left, right? So we got a day or so.
Yeah,
It's
you
gonna be
got
a really short period.
yeah. So you guys are somehow carrying on this conversation underwater with
Oh, right. Forgot
respirators
about the
over your
helmets.
face.
So we got like
So
hands going
there's
like crazy.
as you are doing this, as you are contemplating what to do next, there is a thump and a crunch, and the entire wreck that you're in moves. And let's see, you're first in the list there. Kevin, give me a d20 roll, please.
Okay. I haven't tested this, so we'll see if it works.
All right.
Number 7.
Number 7. Okay. Whatever just caused the wreck to shift kicked up all that silt,
Oh,
and each of you individually can now not see but maybe a half meter in front of you. You're not sure of your orientation in here, nor where your companions are. There's another thump. You guys sort of bump against some walls. Some things shift. Give me another d20 roll for Bennett Davis, please.
number 10.
Number 10. Give me a d20 roll for probably sane, please.
Sorry.
Here we go.
2.
Okay. And can it give me a d20 roll for you?
Oh, great. A 1. I
Oh.
should have rolled to get it out.
Good. That's
I got it in my mouth.
I like to see that.
I'm blinded.
Okay. So, stuff shifts, stuff moves around. Bennett, probably sane, and Monday, that something heavy shifts and slides and lands on you and pins you against the inner hull. And Bennett, you take 3 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
That's 5 points of damage to probably sane. And that's 7 points of damage to Monday.
Ah, man.
And you're able to breathe, all of you, but there is something heavy weighting all of you down. Looking around in the dark muck, there's you're not sure, metal cases, something like that, is pressing down on you, and the scraping and booming sound continues to go on. None of you see your companions coming near you, so you're kind of in your own little worlds. Let me see here. Okay, so probably saying your dex is really high, but it wasn't high enough to hide the containers or whatever that slid and landed on you. You weren't able to get out of the way. So being somewhat trapped now, what do you wish to do? You still have basically your body is what's pinned. It's your arms. Your arms and legs are free-ish. So, what does probably Sane wish to do?
Well, I'd like to try to roll whatever it is off of me and slide out, from the side or whatever, rather than attempting brute strength against it.
Okay. All right. So you're basically gonna try and move it out of the way. Why don't you give me a D6 roll then? And what is probably Sane's physical strength again?
It's a mere 13.
A mere 13. Yeah, it's not budging. You're not able to get your arms around it in a way that you'd like in this instant. Kevin, how about Bennett?
I'm going to see if I can put my hands underneath whatever it is and push it up while I pull my legs out, if I could.
Okay. Give me a D6 roll.
Yeah. I got a physical strength of 13 as well, so
Okay.
this should be awesome. And I got a 1.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to shift this and kind of roll out from under it. Where you like you could have moved up or down or somewhere in here because like I said, the bubble of your suit helmet light is all you've got and it's kind of reflecting back on you. You're just in sort of a brownish murk right now. Kenneth, how about Monday?
She's going to try to also leverage
All right.
the boxes pinning her down so she can
roll a
escape
D6,
as well.
please.
Okay. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Will not budge.
The
Will
Cthulhu
not
dice
budge.
let me down.
So Bennett's gonna kind of try to Marco Polo around. Obviously, I can't do the voice part of it, but I'm gonna, follow the contour of what was ever on me and see if I can get around it and feel for movement or watch where there might be sediment flowing around me in ways I didn't expect.
Okay. All right. Does probably Sane wish to attempt again?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Give me another D6 roll.
Come on. That might
Okay. You are able to shift whatever it is that's lying on you. You kind of push it to the side and yank on your legs, and you are now free. But again, the same. You're surrounded by detritus, by silt. You're just kind of, disoriented. It takes you a minute to figure out which way is up. Let's see. The entire thing moves again. Okay, give me, I'm guessing Monday you're still trying to get unpinned.
Definitely.
Give me another D6 roll.
A 3.
Yeah. Doesn't budge. Doesn't budge. Okay. So Bennett, you are free. You're kind of groping around.
I'm gonna listen for like these respirators. Does it emit bubbles when you breathe or not? Is it like a rebreather or is it a respirator?
You hadn't noticed bubbles.
Okay. All right. Damn. All right. Well, then I'll continue to flop around trying to find my way around and see if I can find my companions.
Okay. Excuse me. All right, probably saying, give me another D20 roll, please. Okay, something big brushes against you as it slides past you. Given the texture, you realize it's probably metal and another container of some kind. Give me a D20 roll for Bennett.
All right. 11.
11. What is Bennett's dex, please?
Bennett has the heightened dexterity. It's a different one than probably though. But his dex is 7.
Okay.
Heightened dexterity with the 7 dex. That's amazing, isn't it?
The heightened dexterity. I tell you what. Give me another D20 roll then.
Okay.
That's how we'll reflect that.
Mine usually is just for combat. By the way, I got a 3. So
okay.
It lowers my armor class.
You kind of feel this pressure wave moving towards you, and you think, "Oh, I should move." So you do, right in the way of another container.
Dope.
Ouch.
You are smashed against the bulkhead, taking 10 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
And Monday, you're just thrashing around as the.
Yeah, I'm continuing trying to get out from this box.
Give me a D6 roll.
Another 3. Maybe I'm safer under the boxes. I don't know.
All right, probably sane. Give me let's see. Well, what is probably sane doing? You have dodged things fairly well. What do you wish to do?
Yeah, I being that I was up against the wall, I'm going to go directly across from head straight forward, directly across from where I was, hoping to, obviously get closer to another wall so things can't slide off of it onto me.
Okay. All right. So you push off. Roll a d6 for me. Is that 4 or 1?
4.
Okay. Bennett, you see immediately looming up out of the murk, probably sane, and he basically collides with you.
Okay, I'll if he doesn't see me, I'm gonna grab onto his hand, his arm, whatever, whatever I can grab onto.
You guys see each other.
All right, is he's pinned down?
Yeah, Bennett is being there. You think it may be like the storage container that the flit car was in, is pinning him against the bulkhead.
At least it's not the flit car. I'll obviously try to I'll motion, try to help him move it. I'll push on it or whatever. But most important is trying to maintain my footing.
Okay. You guys can give me a D20 roll if you want. Or I'm sorry, a D6 roll, either of you.
I guess I'll try it.
Yep.
Bummer.
Yeah, he's fairly stuck. Monday, you still trying to get out from under it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try until I can finally get out.
All right.
A 2!
Okay. You manage to shift whatever is lying on you. It plonks down in the muck, and you're kind of in your own murky world of silt and everything else. Meanwhile,
back at the ranch.
Okay. You are in this dimly lit by your helmet light bubble of murk around you. What do you wish to do?
Monday wants to eat.
At least that's what Karen thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Tell me how you really think.
What are you doing? Because I don't think I didn't hear you.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Monday, he's asking you.
Yeah. I'm
gonna put my hands out to try to like touch something
All right.
to try to center myself.
Roll a d20, please.
And I don't find anything apparently.
Your hands immediately become tangled in something. Like your arms are stuck. You're able to like wrench them free, but yeah, like there was some kind of cargo netting. That was all you touched. Okay, so roll this again. Yeah, there is something you can that's not what I wanted to roll. There is something very clearly beating on the outer hull of whatever you're in. So what are you guys gonna do?
Well, freeing Bennett is the priority for me.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Give me, either of you guys can give me a d6 roll.
You want to do it this time, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm gonna say stock really, really loud.
Pretend it's initiative roll.
Right, exactly.
You'll make it for sure.
Is what you hear from Bennett.
5. Yeah, perfect. Just like initiative.
You guys are winning initiative tonight, but no, the hulk of this thing again. It's rocking back and forth. So let's see. Probably saying you can try and shift the stuff if you want.
I will. I'm gonna hate to have to leave you, man.
Okay.
That's a fail.
Well, you got Bennett pushing on it too. So between the two of you, you're able to shift it so he can he can wiggle himself free. So yeah, you guys are now free.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to put my helmet. I'm going to touch my helmet to Prolly's helmet, and I'm going to say, "Let's find Monday and get the hell out of here."
Yeah. Okay. You can hear what he's saying, helmet to helmet.
Nice.
Your buddy Rex Dashington kind of blunders into you guys, and like he's like fumbles with his spear gun for longer than it takes him to realize that it's both of you guys. So you're not in any danger of being shot. So there's the trio of you. Kenneth, what is Monday doing?
She's going to try reaching out again to find something other than the net, hopefully.
Roll a d20, please. You don't entangle your arms in the net, but you do not you kind of feel a curvilinear metal texture under your hands. Maybe it's a crate, maybe it's the bulkhead. You're not sure. There's another boom, and the wreck shifts again. Fortunately, nothing lands on you, but there is still that upwelling of silt. Bennett, you and probably Sane and your buddy there, Rex Dashington, are kind of groping around. Any one of you guys, give me a d6 roll.
You could do it there, Dooms.
All right.
I have a hard luck 6-sided.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. Your hand slaps against something that feels organic. You grab on and pull, and you're now helmet to helmet with Monday. So all four of you are gathered together closely enough that you can see each other. And by the way, anything that you guys are carrying is dropped to the floor. I'm not saying you can never come back and recover it, but right now you just got one another.
Right.
So
So in my case, that means I don't have a spear gun because I didn't bring anything with me, and I didn't
no,
scavenge anything
that has
here.
a little lanyard on it.
Okay. So I've
And
still got that.
yeah, you've still got that. Yeah, any weapons you guys that you brought with, like I said, the spear guns have lanyards on them, and I will make a slight amendment, probably saying that card, you tucked that away, like you put that in
I
your
did
wetsuit.
forget about the card.
Yeah, you weren't
Thank you.
just like holding it in your hand swimming around. But yeah, big
Was
things.
that yellow? I'm sorry.
No, you haven't yellow carded the game. Sorry. All right, so you're all there. You're in the Hulk. It's rocking back and forth. You're all kind of darting, trying not to get crushed as the contents of this thing gets shaken around. And okay, it stops. It suddenly stops. Y'all kind of hear this low level hum from outside that lasts like a good 10 seconds. And then that stops too. But the shaking and the banging and everything has now stopped. Those of you who might be looking in Rex Dashington's direction see him saying something very profound, but you can't hear it because he's in the water and he's wearing a helmet and his voice is not carrying through the water very well.
So voices do not carry.
No, not here. All right, so what is your plan, guys?
Is the silt? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Riley.
I was just asking if the silt is starting to settle.
No,
visibility is a little better.
No. Visibility has not gotten better.
I think we need to make a human barrel of monkeys and make sure that we're holding on to each other so we don't get split again. We don't have any ropes or anything, so we're just gonna have to do that with our hands. I suspect the not spear gun hand. Right.
All right. Well, you think that might be a pretty good idea if only you had some way to communicate it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put my helmet against probably Sane and tell him to tell Monday and Rex the same way using the helmet. That we want to grab each other so we need to hold hands and arms so we don't drift apart again.
Underwater Chinese telephone. Yeah. By the time it gets to Rex, it'll be everybody mold pants. Why mold? You mean like out of clay? I don't understand.
Which would have totally made sense to Blue October.
All right, so what will you guys do?
Yeah, so assuming we grab onto each other, I guess I'll point. I mean, Bennett's in front, but I'll push on him or whatever and point in the general direction of straightforward, away from the wall.
All right.
So perpendicular to the wall.
Yeah, I'll start trying to. Well, I'm guessing dragging these guys behind me forward.
Okay.
I'll be in third. Monday's going to be in third, and Rex is going to be in fourth, and we're just going to keep the buddy system with the hands.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Idea being to try to find the exit.
Yeah. We're not quite a stack because we're not touching each other's shoulders. We're just going to grab on.
I understand. You're holding by diving harness or by arm or something like that.
Right.
Things have shifted a lot. It takes you guys a surprisingly long amount of time to navigate around here to find not the hatch that you came in. That appears to be blocked off by containers that have shifted and become jammed. But there is a rent in the hull that is about, it's very narrow. It's a couple of meters high, but maybe only a third of a meter wide. And the water outside is far less murky than the water in here. So who's going, what are you guys going to do?
First and foremost, is our helmet wider than a third of a meter?
No.
Okay, so we might be able to fit through there.
Yeah, you're not rocking the black manta from DC Comics.
Huh? Yeah, I this could be the Legion of Doom's headquarters as far as I know. So
just pop your helmets off and you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna swim, not letting go of the of probably up towards that crack and see if I can see out.
Well, you're there. You're at. Okay. You don't have to go to it.
all right.
You found this by groping around in the silt-filled sub. Like every movement just kicks up more silt, and because you guys are trying to find an exit, it never has a chance to settle.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just I'll get as close as I can without sticking my head out to see what's out there. I don't want to stick my helmet through yet. I want to see if I can see what's out there first.
So your suit light. Let's see.
This is the reverse anglerfish, is what you're telling me?
Your suit light shining out. You see maybe just kind of open, murky, greenish water. There's a little bit of daylight filtering. You think you can perhaps get out there?
Okay, I will. I'll keep my hand on Prowley's harness, and I'll put my hand on the side of the opening and try to pull my head through so I can look around.
Give me a D20 roll, please.
Number 8.
Okay. You almost immediately catch yourself on scraps of metal.
Oh, crap.
The thick rubber of your suit snags, and like you can feel cold water. Like it doesn't compromise your breathing, but the efficacy of the suit's insulation is definitely compromised because you can now feel cold water like seeping into your suit.
Okay.
Like more than just the nominal amount. So you kind of have to ease yourself back in to get off of that, or else it's just going to take an entire chunk out of the suit, and possibly you.
Okay. I'm going to put my helmet next to Prowley and say, it's narrow. I snagged my suit. I don't know if we're going to be able to get out of here.
That.
Yeah.
Well, we got to try, man. We ain't got no other way.
Yep. Let me try again, and I'll try to help you guys through if I can get through.
Okay. Now it took you about 20 minutes to find this rent in the hull, just to let you know. So it hasn't been like an hour. You don't have to deduct an hour. Like your total excursion in here has maybe been an hour, counting that. So go ahead and give me another D20 roll there.
All right.
Hey, Bennett, chill.
Natural 20. There you go.
Yeah, like you put your hands over like the most jagged parts and just pull yourself out. About 15, 20 meters away. Your immediate thought is that somehow the other elongate piece of wreckage had come unstuck from the lake bed and drifted up some. Then it occurs to you, you're looking at you're looking at a fish that's maybe 40 meters long.
Nice.
It's got a long snout that literally disappears into the distance. You're not sure what the thing's mouth is like. It's that big, but close enough to you, you can see what looks like a line leading back towards and you looking in that direction, leading back towards the Aquatron 7.
Okay.
The Aquatron has its searchlight pointed at this thing.
It's facing away, or am I looking at it and it's looking at me, or is it looking somewhere else?
It's facing away from you. It's basically parallel to this wrecked hull.
Okay.
And it is more dented and gashed than it was. Like, you can see now this thing used to be painted red, white, and blue, like predominantly white with some red and blue stripes on it, because the muck that was on the surface of it has been largely battered away.
Okay. I'm going to, I'll put my helmet next to Prolly's and I say, I'm going to pull your arm. Go ahead and try to get yourself through. I'm going to hold on to the hull while you do that. And I'll try to tap him on like his shoulder or his arm where if it looks like he's going to get stuck. Right?
Okay. Give me a D20 roll for probably sane. Hey, certainly. Pepper, thank you for the nice for the compliment.
How about that?
Same thing. Yeah, you grab his hand, you push and pull, and you're out there, and yeah, there's the giant terror fish floating frighteningly close to you.
I tap on Prolly's helmet right in his face, and I'm pointing at the cable that goes, or whatever, the wire that goes to the Aquatron, so he could see it without, freaking out.
Okay. Next up would be Monday. Kenneth, give us a D20 roll, please.
Okay.
I'll try to help her if I can as well, just like I did with Prolly.
12.
You do catch yourself a couple of times, but you're able to wiggle out. You've got some tears in your suit now, and you've got cold lake water filling in, but you're not stuck or anything like that. And finally, we'll roll for Rex Dashington, who is probably saying inside of his helmet, I think I can manage this myself if those two barely trained monkeys can.
I'll pretend to help him when I'm actually pushing on him. No.
Yeah. You grab his hand, you lock thumbs, but then you put your foot on his shoulder.
Yeah, or pull him to the side. Yeah.
Yeah, you're pulling and just like shrugging at him like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, he's able to get out. A couple of tears in his suits too. So you guys do that in good order. We're gonna say a couple of rounds each. This fish starts to twitch. Like, it's like the current is not moving it anymore. It's starting to swish its tail. Probably sane. What are you doing?
Can we see enough of it to like make it out? Does it look to be like heavily scaled? Or
I mean, it's got big scales on it, and it is a big ass fish. By the way, kids, watch your hyphens. There's a difference between a big ass fish and a big ass fish. So
if it tries to bite us, it's a big ass fish.
Yeah.
As compared to a big ass fish.
I'm gonna try to make my way back to the Aquatron 7.
Okay.
without disturbing this creature any more than it already has been.
I'm just so glad that we have, let me see, 18 meters per turn. Okay, that we have something called the Aquatron 7. I just like that a lot. All right, so probably saying you pull away and start heading for the Aquatron 7. You get about half the distance to the Aquatron 7. What is Bennett doing?
I'm going to again tap on Monday and Rex's helmet and point out where I saw that wire cable, whatever the hell it was,
Okay.
going to Aquatron, and I'm pointing that way, and then I'm going to try to swim there behind, probably.
All right, so you're gonna point and move. And Kennick, what is Monday doing?
She's gonna go and follow for the cord to the Aquatron.
Okay, so you're swimming towards the Aquatron, and Rex is no fool, and he will do the same. So give me a d6 roll there, Kevin, for initiative.
Oh, jeez. Really? You're going to have me do it?
Yes, I'm going to have you do it. You're at the top of the order. Roll it.
Oh, jeez.
Missed it by
All right.
that much, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm get smart today. Yeah.
The giant mutant lake pike
So we're
thrashes
going
its
Jonah
body.
and the whale. Is that what we're doing tonight?
The cable goes taut. It pulls off of it, and quicker than it really should, it turns around and sees you lot. Let's see. And the Aquatron. Probably sane, it opens its jaws and swims at you. However, your incredibly high dexterity allows you to dodge out of the way as it goes past. The rest of you guys move up. You're now near probably sane. You guys can see like the cable, and now this like 1.5 meter long harpoon rapidly recoiling back towards the Aquatron. New round. What are you going to do? Probably sane. You're about halfway to.
I'm gonna try to make it the rest of the way as close as I can.
Okay. You hit the thrusters. You move over there, and as you're closing in, you can see the Aquatron turn slightly, and the outer door for the sea lock cycles open, and you can pull yourself right into it. There's convenient handholds and everything like
Hell
that.
yeah.
Bennett. Hey, Bennett.
I'm
Come on,
going
it's right here.
Yeah, exactly. Get to the chopper. I'm getting to the chopper
All
as
right.
quickly as I can.
All right, and Monday, same for you.
Yeah, she's
All right.
swimming as fast as she can.
Okay. And finally, Rex Dashington will go. Roll initiative for the side. Now that you're safe, they're probably
Yeah,
safe.
that's what I was just thinking.
Nice.
I got a 4.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right.
You guys got a
Yes, we have a
5. All right,
chance.
the rest of you guys, you cover the distance. You're cramming yourselves in.
We're
So
hitting the airlock button. In fact, if I have to hit it 50 times like I'm in an elevator, that's too slow. That's what I'm going to do.
All right, you furiously pound on that thing. The door closes. You're all like, ah, because there's 4 of you in full gear in something that's about the size of a phone booth.
So we're like the
and,
clowns in the car.
The pressure begins to equalize, and water begins to drain out. Let's see. not to be denied its meal. Well, I guess to be denied its meal. This thing kind of like tries to swim around and just completely misses as it goes past the hull. Now that you guys are in, you're all immediately slammed onto your side as apparently Karen is taking the Aquatron through some serious evasive maneuvers.
Pattern Delta 5.
So yeah, she is performing a split S, as it were,
underwater,
and trying to get out of there.
S. Yeah.
So yeah, the vessel rights enough that when the door opens, you guys don't just all go plowing in to the inner cabin, but you guys kind of stagger out into the into the small chamber within. So what are your
I'm finding a seat to get buckled into.
That's easy. There's one like a meter across the cabin from you.
Yeah, I'll do that. Once I sit and get buckled, I want to look and see where the stowage was for those other suits we got. Because when we're out of danger, if we survive, I want to swap.
Okay, you don't know where probably Satan put them. As I recall, he was collecting those up, I think. Is that the case, Doomsword? Did you bring all the other suits with you, or what?
I don't.
But I thought it was.
Yeah,
me.
I don't recall having done that.
Oh, it was you. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then they're where you put them last.
Okay, good, awesome. I'll keep that in mind. So,
all right.
Yeah.
How about it? Probably Satan.
Yeah, I'm getting this damned helmet off.
All right. And Kennick, what about Monday?
I'm gonna go all the way to the front and join Karen and strap myself in and take my helmet off. Priority is getting up there, strapping myself in, and the helmet last.
All right. Let's see. Roll initiative, please, Monday. I mean, do it tonight, but
got a 5. Yes.
Note,
Okay,
I'm leaving my helmet on.
Okay.
Because we're not done.
Hull breach.
Damn straight. Yeah.
Yeah, and Rex straps himself in, but he pulls his helmet off and his damp, flowing locks,
Of course.
Looking very, very heroic. Very
he like
Fabio
flips it
on the beach.
My spear gun goes off accidentally.
Blam! All right, so yeah, you guys are you guys are secured. Karen doesn't even. She is so intently focused on getting away from this thing, she doesn't even bother with sarcasm.
That's pretty bad.
Serious.
That's pretty bad. Because I think that's the only programming she has is sarcasm.
Sarcasm, and apparently piloting the submersible. They're the Aquatron 7. So yeah, she fires it up and she redlines the throttle. Like you're cavitating, right? You can see like bubble formations at the front of this thing, and the whole structure is kind of shaking a little bit. So let's see. I can't remember what the. Yeah, she's accelerating away. She reaches over and hits a couple of buttons, and you can see what is apparently some kind of way to view behind you. And you can see this thing is keeping pace. She looks at you and says,
"We can go faster on the surface."
Hit the top.
Yay, verily!
All right.
Well,
So
let's do that.
she,
And do we have anything that we can like let loose behind us that's going to distract it to give us even more time?
Well, we always have Rex.
Just bait.
all right. So yeah, she begins to surface. Unless anybody is doing anything specific back there, this is all kind of fairly narrative, but do give me an initiative roll, and we're back to Kevin for that.
Yeah, great timing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
May the force be with you.
I only
Yeah.
got a 4.
That's more than enough to beat me, I'm sure. Oh, it's tied.
All right. It maintains its proximity. But you guys surface. She doesn't even like worry about getting oriented. She just keeps the throttles redlined. Give me one more initiative roll, and this would be for you, Dooms. Yeah, having basically at this point you're almost kind of in a hydrofoil mode, and that thing can't. So yeah, you leave it in your wake. She just kind of crosses her arms, and she just kind of crosses her arms and looks at you there at Monday and says,
So did you find something to eat?
No, but we found new transportation and trade goods. If we can get back down.
I pull out one of the chorts and throw it up front from where I'm sitting. And we found the container in there.
yeah, you're not carrying those. Like I said,
that's right, because I dropped those. Damn it.
Anything you would have been carrying,
I would have died before I dropped those, Bill.
You would have. Well, roll up a new character for me, Kevin. You know.
Yeah, use the
Let's
life ray
retcon
on and see if
all
we can
that.
get the dumb
Kevin
one
is-
back.
Kevin is spending his last 22 hours on Earth. You know,
I'm joking, but
trying to figure out how to mash Mignoral chort into his suit mask. But
maybe
anyway,
he'd want the fruit variety. Who knows?
So you guys eventually, like reading the instrumentation, you're able to figure out where north and south and east and west are. She explains that the harpoon weapon she used was a stun device. It has to be manually reloaded from the outside, though. Like it can be reeled back in, but somebody has to go back and set it in essentially the catapult part of it, or else she would have fired it a second time.
I look at Bennett.
So it's up to me then, huh?
You still got your helmet on.
I'll take my helmet off now. That all right? We're away. We left it in the way.
Yeah, you're away.
Okay.
It's an overcast. It's an overcast afternoon. You can see like the energy levels rising slightly, but you guys are using energy to motor around. You're in the middle of not in the middle, but you are in a large body of water. Karen has exactly zero knowledge of the world except the samurai base and inside this thing. So she
looking around, do we see anything?
No. She put a lot of distance between you guys and this thing.
So it's lake all the way around everywhere we can see, like
I'm
to
sorry,
the horizon.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's water.
We're more than 25 miles out. Damn it!
Well,
however
maybe
many
we should
communist
head
units said it.
back. We should head back and see how we can weaponize this thing. You know, just so that when we go back out, we're prepared for what we're going to encounter out here.
Woman, you crazy? You can go back out and get ate by that thing.
It's a
No, but we have stuff that we need to retrieve from the wreck.
It's a
We barely
submersible
retrieved ourselves.
hydrofoil that has a mega taser on it. That's about as weaponized as it gets.
So why didn't we use that?
She did. We just got to
Oh.
manually load it.
Oh.
I did,
Which-
you sack of protoplasm.
I'm going to go to start swapping my suit. I'll keep the helmet,
okay.
but I'm going to swap the suit so I'm not going to freeze to death next time we're in the water.
Okay. So you guys, as far as charges from the suits you're in, that was 2 hours total. So you have 22 hours in your suits now.
Okay.
It wasn't exactly 120 minutes out there, but there was a lot of effort involved, like, basically having to do full body presses to get tons of shifted containers off of you.
So you'd said before that the tanks are attached to the suit and they can't be removed?
That is correct. Well, they're attached to the helmet.
Oh, okay. Cool. Perfect. So yeah, I'm not going to swap that out. I'll just swap the suit out then.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So, what will you do? You guys have the submarine. Karen is driving. Well, the submersible. It does go up on the surface as well. Where will you guys go?
Right. Well, we have a compass, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even without GPS, you've got ample navigation. This thing has radar, LIDAR, sonar.
Yo, Karen, why don't you try to head to the east? Let's see if we can find a shoreline.
As you wish.
Thanks.
She turns it. You see this little holographic ring floating above the panel. It turns E, and you guys start motoring in that direction. And as I said at the beginning of the show, because our good buddy Yang is not here tonight, we're going to have a shorter session. So that is where we're going to leave it tonight. I know it's kind of a short episode, but I don't want to go too far with that Yang. So I want to thank everybody who played tonight. Kevin, Dooms, Kennick, Karen. I want to thank...
Karen is awesome.
I want to thank the audience, of course. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for hanging out this evening. A big shout out to Michael Dale. Thank you for the super this evening, Michael. That was greatly appreciated. Literally helping keep the lights on around here, guys. And again, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Please click the bell icon for notifications. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. If you liked what you saw, tell me what you liked. I'll do more of it. If you didn't like what you saw, tell me what you didn't like, and I'll seek to correct it. That's just the kind of nice person that I am. As I said, tomorrow, Nerd Council of Doom, me, Dungeon Minister, Yang and Zhao, and I believe we're all over at Yang's house tomorrow. I will be sharing that link out on social media. And what I can say for this group is they are damn lucky that the Owl Bears didn't have scuba diving equipment. Good night. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around, some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad, all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.